Welcome to Noona, Your Business Podcast, episode 13, a choose-your-own K-drama adventure birthday episode with your hosts, Becca and Megan. Today, Megan goes all out by surprising me for my birthday. I'm still uncomfortable about that. We apologize to Hyun. Hey, where you at, buddy? We show some appreciation to our true Oppas, the over 35 crowd, and Megan sends me on a choose-your-own adventure with a K-drama twist. We also have our first unofficial sponsor, Jimin's old-fashioned shoulder repellent for all your bare shoulder needs. And we end with a challenge to our listeners. And get excited, we're going to be mailing out a goodie bag, and you might just be the lucky winner. All of that is coming up right now on Noona, Your Business. All right. I have a lot to say to you.
You got it.
Our last podcast.
Just do this.
All right. I have a few things I think we should start with.
Okay.
First, how was your week?
It's not great, Becca. Not great, Bob. How about you? Becca had a great week.
Not great, Bob.
Not great, Bob.
Not great, Bob.
Yeah, we're sorry to report, friends and family, things are not looking up.
We kind of thought we had hit rock bottom.
Nope.
No.
Funny thing about that, it keeps going way deeper.
We realized we were on a mountain and we just fell down that
We just
too.
were like, oh, it's no point in climbing anymore.
So I have a special thank you section here in the beginning of our podcast.
Oh, nice.
To Megan.
No, you don't need to thank me.
So my daughters have been sick.
Becca cannot catch a break.
This is not a joke, 12 weeks.
Yeah.
And we finally figured out why my daughter is sick. In the meantime, last week, my baby daughter got the stomach flu and this weird virus. And Friday, the day before my birthday, we found out she might have a heart problem. We had to go to the hospital. Everything is okay now, but we ended up being admitted. So on my birthday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we were in the hospital. It was totally not planned.
It's, as they say, a whole thing.
It's a whole thing.
It was a whole, like, it kept getting worse.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
I thought I was handling it okay. The moment I thought, wow, I really need to thank Megan, is my mother-in-law came to town because we had planned to get...
For Becca's birthday.
Yes, we had this appointment to go get pedicures with my daughter and my mother-in-law and Megan, and it was going to be my daughter's first pedicure.
Whole girls' day.
Yeah, it was going to be a lot of fun. Well, I couldn't go. I was in the hospital with my 1-year-old. So Megan went for me, took my appointment, and my daughter had so much fun getting her first pedicure and manicure.
She was a champ.
Yes. And so at some point on Saturday, I realized I have not left this hospital in a long time. I would like to go home and just rest. And I pull up. I maybe got 40 minutes out of the hospital. And my mom, my mother-in-law, and Megan were all here watching my other kids. And they were doing laundry and cleaning and cooking. And it made my day.
Once again, Becca's mother-in-law and mother were doing laundry and cooking and cleaning and watching the kids. I was standing in various parts of the house going like, can I do anything? And everybody's just like, no. Also, you don't need to thank me for getting up at like 10, getting a free pedicure, getting free lunch, and just being told how great I am all day, basically. Because everybody's like, Megan, thank you so much for this. Do you guys know what you're thanking me for? Thanking me for just like relaxing all day.
For enjoying myself.
I got to hang out with Becca's daughter is super cool, and so is Becca's mother-in-law. It was like the best. I
really appreciate it. I'm not ooey gooey with my words, but thank you, Megan.
You are so welcome.
Megan is the greatest.
I would do that and more for you.
So then, just to add to my crummy week, then today I found out my other daughter has pink eye.
It's not funny, but it's kind of funny at this point. You gotta laugh about it.
The thing is, I don't even question it. My phone rings and I instantly think, one of my kids is sick. I might as well just go to the pediatrician's office.
And I'm not kidding. All right, again, Becca hates being complimented. You guys, she's a real champ. She handled all of this like a serious hero. She looks amazing.
No.
Yep.
My face is hot.
Well,
probably because I have sinuses.
Because of your sinus.
You're also giving me compliments and I'm uncomfortable.
She's gonna feel really uncomfortable because I've got birthday surprises for her. She's gonna hate this so much. Been looking forward to it for a solid 2 weeks.
Basically, Megan's the greatest. All right, I do have to go. Do you have you don't have much. I have a lot of things I want to reassess from our last episode.
I guess I will as soon as I hear yours.
Okay. First off, let's reassess. I want to sincerely apologize to Hyun. First off, as Megan said, where you at, buddy?
Where you at, buddy?
I still don't know where you are. I hope your life is going well. Better than mine at this point.
He's Hyunbin, so he's doing good.
I insinuated in the last podcast that he was a lot older than me. We're pretty much the same age.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm really sorry, Hyunbin.
How old is he?
He's 35.
So you are the same age
We
now.
are the same age now. He's like 11 months older than me.
So he's still your oppa.
He's still my oppa.
We can't pull that off.
No, so I feel really bad. I didn't mean to insult you. Clearly,
he's fine. He's still a rich, handsome actor.
You are an angel, soft-faced Korean god, and I'm terribly sorry if I offended you. Because you know he listens to this podcast.
This and he's been worried about it all week. I know he has been really beating himself up.
He's been super upset.
Yeah.
All right, so another thing I want to reassess. It's kind of a reassess. I was listening to our last podcast again, because I had to edit it and put it on Podbean and iTunes and all that stuff. Megan said...
Get called out again. Is this about the sugar gliders again?
No, I'm actually defending you.
Oh.
Megan said, who doesn't want a 32-year-old with no assets and a bunk bed in my parents' house? That makes you sound super not cool. Megan is super cool, you guys. Super cool. I just want to say that for the record.
Wait. I want to say for the record, I thought the bunk beds thing was cool. I thought I was being cool with that. Now I'm confused about why you're defending me.
I think you needed to tell the world that you shared the bunk beds with your brother before. That would make it cooler.
Yeah, you're right.
Yes.
We used to share bunk beds.
I heard it and I was like, Megan's putting herself down here. I'm still laughing, but I think she's super cool.
Nate won't call me now, but we shared bunk beds when we were kids. So
your filmmaker brother,
he's living his fancy film life in LA. He hates me so much right now.
And then I do have one more thing I wanted to clear the air on. Not even clear the air. I did some research. We talked a lot in the last podcast about being attracted, being drawn to those who are younger than you.
Okay.
I want to give some shout outs to those who are amazing and older than me.
Oh, yeah.
Can I do that?
Let's do that.
All right. I made a list in order.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm 35. We've discussed this. I spent my awesome birthday in a hospital.
You got a brownie, though.
The nurses did make me a brownie. So people who are 35 and older.
Yes.
Let's tackle this.
I'm ready.
And they are amazing. So we already said it. Hyunbin.
Yep.
Golden God. Super attractive. Go watch him in Secret Garden and you'll fall in love. And my lovely Sansoon. All right. Marcus Chang. We've said this. He's not Korean. He's Taiwanese.
Is he over 35?
He's 35.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Go get yourself a piece of that. He's beautiful.
Yeah, if you haven't Googled him since the last podcast, you should Google him now. He is very handsome.
Amazing.
I haven't even watched him in a drama, and I'm gonna vouch for him.
Yeah, he will make your heart pitter patter. All right, Ha Seok Jin from 1% of Something.
He's over 35.
He's 36, baby.
Yeah. Okay. Excellent news.
He is probably up there with like the greatest kisses in a Korean drama.
Yeah.
He owns it.
I need to watch that.
He's very American in his way of...
He said he's very, I don't want to say forceful.
It's kind of forceful.
Kind of aggressive.
He's aggressive in a romantic way.
Romantically aggressive.
Yeah. Go check him out. He's worth looking at.
I gotta watch that.
All right, guys. Let's be honest. Gong Yoo.
I was waiting for Gong Yoo.
Gong Yoo's 38.
Oh, yeah.
Get on with your bad self, Gong Yoo.
He looks better than ever.
Better. He's like a fine
this is
wine.
Like those fashion magazines where it's like stylish at every age.
Yeah. How do we not have our own K-drama magazine right now?
Seriously.
All right. Another one that just grabbed me by the throat and I have not escaped his grasp.
Choking ya.
Eric Munn. Sorry. Eric
You know what
Munn.
I was wondering? Is it Moon or Mun?
I don't know.
I've never heard anyone say it.
Here's the thing. Every time I type it in my notes, it autocorrects to man.
To man. I always say Mun, but again, I've only seen it
As Mun.
And then I was like, I wonder if that's pronounced Moon.
But you can, if you Google it, you can Google it as Eric Moon or Eric Mun. So I don't know. If anybody knows how you pronounce his last name, please let us know. Want to take a guess? 39.
No
39.
Way. Really?
39, and he is gorgeous.
Wow, so that means his band is like all a bunch of 40-year-old
Oh,
guys.
yeah.
They've
been around. They've had like their 20th anniversary, didn't they?
Right.
Yeah.
They still got it.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
I don't even know what drama of his to tell you to check out. So you didn't love Discovery of Romance because you thought the lead actress was kind of annoying, right?
Wasn't for me.
He's fine in that show. Also, another Oh Hae Young.
That one for sure.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
His character's great. Go check that one out.
I feel like he was one where I was like, he is undeniably attractive, but I don't know if I get the hype. And then I started watching another Oh Hae Young and I was like, hype understood.
Yes.
I certify the hype.
Downplayed, if anything.
Yeah, seriously, he's a very low-key character in that show.
Yeah, he's great. He's great. All right. One of my favorites, Irene, this is for you, Jang Hyuk.
Oh, yeah. He
Fated
is
to Love You. Go
fantastic.
watch it. Phenomenal actor.
Oh, man. What a great character, too. He really brings characters to life.
He
that
does.
sounds super cheesy for me to say, but he really brings characters to life.
He really does.
I just watched him in that scary detective-y one he just did. I
can't.
Yeah, I think its actual title is Scary Detective-y Drama. I can't remember what it's called, but it was really scary. And then the bad guy was like, anyway, he was good, but it was totally, obviously, completely different.
Right.
Voice, maybe? Was it called Voice?
I think it was called Voice.
Yeah.
He's 41. Did I say that?
Did you say that? I don't think
41.
you said that. Wow.
Are you ready for my next one, who's also 41? You know that this guy really got a hold of me at one point in my life. Ji-sung.
Oh, you and Irene both.
Oh. Your mom
Oh, yeah.
loves
My
him.
mom is on board the Ji-sung train.
All right, so I have Megan Hayes pretty much all of his dramas because they're too drama-y for her.
It's so much.
All right, Kill Me, Heal Me.
No, I couldn't do it.
Oh, it's so good.
I could not do it.
This is why we're friends.
I know.
We have to be different in some
here's
areas.
the thing, is I'm saying I couldn't do it. I'm not saying it was a bad drama. It absolutely was not a bad drama. I just personally could not do it.
It's very emotional.
I don't want to feel things.
You will
other
feel a lot
than
of things.
Pure euphoria.
One of the few dramas in my life that made me cry.
Oh, girl.
Hardcore cry.
I can't. Nope.
Along the same lines.
I do want to say,
fascinatingly, same lead actress, Secret Love. It goes by several titles.
I know I couldn't watch
Same
that.
thing.
There's no
Very
way.
drama-y. Ji-sung is amazing.
You just generally told me the plot of that, and I was like, sounds great. Nope. Not a chance. Never watching
And you know what's
that.
funny is when we traveled together and your mom was with us, I think it's when we went to the GOT7 concert, your mom's like, oh my gosh, I just finished Secret Love. And the lead actor, I think your mom and I bonded over that over sushi
Ji-sung.
for like 2 hours. We were just talking about how amazing Ji-sung is.
And I was just having like a vague heart attack because I knew I was going to touch GOT7 in like 6 hours. So I was like, what am I doing?
So he's great. Last one on my list, at the beautiful age of 42, Cha Tae-hyun. You love him.
Oh, I do love him.
him.
I have a massive crush on him. You know who's not on there?
Who?
Soji Sub.
Oh my gosh, how did I forget him?
He's got to be like, what, 37 or something? 38?
How old? You take your best guess and I'll tell you. There's two people I forgot.
37 is my guess.
He's
also
40. Soji
Sub is 40. I'm really
Sub.
happy you included Cha Tae-hyun because I really love him.
You know that I know you love him.
You do.
I had to include him on the list.
And of course he's 42. That makes sense. I don't think I've ever looked up how old he was.
All right,
But he has
and
like
you
3
just made me
kids.
think of one more fabulous man at a ripe age that we have to. A ripe age. He's not that old. Now that I Google it.
I feel like it's not ripe anymore. It's like jam. It's like preserved.
Jo In-sung from It's
Jo
Okay.
In-sung.
From It's Okay, That's Love.
So I think
36.
again.
He's a year older than me.
Oh, I would have guessed him to be older than that.
Yeah, he looks older.
He looks
because
like
he's so tall and he looks aged.
yeah.
He looks like he's seen things.
He looks like, okay, so Ryu Junul, we all know I've been on a huge Ryu Junul offensive for like the last 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
So they did a movie together, which I of course did not remember the title of, and it was really intense. And who are we talking about? Jo In-sung is really good in it, but it's like very Wolf of Wall Street, crazy, like nutty 80s corrupt prosecutors. You should watch it.
I'll Google that.
Don't know what it's called.
Our listeners have been sending recommendations, and now my list has grown from 3 things I want to watch to 50.
Which, it takes me so long to get through a drama these days. I can only do like 2 episodes a day with the way my schedule is now. When I was working the night shift, I would go home and just binge like 6 episodes in a row. But now I get home at like 7, watch 2 episodes, and then I'm like, I'm spent.
I'm done.
I gotta go to bed.
I'm done.
So it takes me forever to get through a show. I just started Let's Eat Season 2. Great. But it's been like the one that I was gonna watch for like 2 months. It's just taking me so long.
Life gets in the way sometimes.
Stupid. I don't want it to.
So that's my ode to the older gentlemen.
That's
older than us. Now, we're not saying they're old by any means.
No. But
and you know what else I want to point out? After listening to our last podcast, I want to make sure that I make a point to say my grandparents, who are still married, they've been married for 63 years, are 10 years apart.
No kidding.
Yeah. So it always grossed me out growing up because I was like, Grandma, when you were in 2nd grade, Grandpa was a senior in high school. See, if that doesn't weird you out, then...
Yeah.
And they've had a very happy life together.
You can't think of it in those terms because it's so easy to think of it that way where you're like what did we say last time where you and Jungkook are like the same distance apart as Jungkook and your child?
Yes.
And it's like hard not to think about that, but like also you're not... Jungkook isn't 6.
Right.
Like he's not 7 years old. He's
20.
20 years old. I mean, it's still gross. Okay.
Yeah.
It's still gross. But in like 10 years, it wouldn't be that gross.
Right. So
And
I just want to point it out.
Also, dudes have been doing it forever.
Yeah.
Dudes have gotten to do this whole like younger lady thing forever. We're just
and then it's
restating
cool.
our claim.
It's cool.
Yeah, and nobody's like, oh, that's so weird. She's with that old guy. We just want to redefine what it means to be with an old lady.
Yes.
And it's cool now.
It's amazing. It's so in.
It's so in.
It's the new fidget spinner. Are those still in?
We do not know.
It's the new dab.
I feel like those 2 things were in recently.
It's
enough.
the new bottle flipping.
It's the new bottle
It's
flipping.
the new Coke. It'll be around forever.
Is that a thing?
I don't know. All right.
We're so loopy at this
I'm
point.
sorry. We've had a rough week. We're getting off topic. So I do have one more story that I didn't tell you when you got here because I was super excited to tell you.
You're so good at
on
saving
the podcast.
stories. I'm always like, okay, I have to tell you this now.
So, my family, we love anything to do with other languages. Mm-hmm. My kids are always asking, how do you say this in this language? And I'm like, I don't know, let's Google it and let's listen to it and whatever. So, the other day, we were listening to the song you introduced to my children called Pen, Pineapple, Apple, Pen. Which I think is Japanese, isn't it?
Yes, and isn't this what, like, aunts and uncles are for?
Yeah.
Just being like, hey, kids, you want to hear a great song that your parents are going to hate?
And you know what's so funny is you played it for my kids, I don't know, like a month or 2 ago. Mm-hmm. And
it's old by this point.
Yes.
Even I was way off.
And I said, how have I never heard this? Because it's super catchy. It's annoying, but it's super catchy.
Yeah.
And it's in your head for days. And my son, who's 6, said, oh yeah, Graham at school listens to that all the time. And I'm like, how does my son know about one of these songs before me?
Because he's a young person.
So the other day, for fun, because he's super inquisitive, he says, Mom, how would you sing Pen, Pineapple, Apple, Pen in German? So we looked it up. Are you ready?
Oh my God.
Well, some of it I remembered.
Das ist nicht mein Bier.
Das ist nicht mein Bier. The only word I didn't know was pineapple, which is
just
a bonkers word in Germany.
Is it just pineapple?
No, it's ananas.
Ananas? Ananas.
That's what Google tells me.
I mean, I believe Google.
I did not reach out to my German friends.
Ananas.
But I might have to. So
that's too close to bananas. How do you say bananas in German?
I don't know. I didn't look that up.
Google it back up.
I'm going to Google it. So to say pen, pineapple, apple, pen, you would say Stift, Ananas, Apfel, Stift. I can't say it when you're looking at me. Don't look at me. Where am I supposed to look? Do it. Say it. I have to catch my breath. I have allergies. I can't even breathe. All right, it would be Stift, Ananas, Apple, Stift.
Wait, okay. Pineapple is ananas, but apple is apple?
Apfel.
Apple. Why is it pineapple like, how do you say tree in German?
I don't know. You're asking too many hard questions.
Do you even speak German?
I took German for 8 years.
It's like I don't even know you anymore.
I haven't spoken it for 12.
I remember how to say tree in Spanish.
Oh, you're better than me.
Árbol.
So all week, my son has been going around saying, Stift Ananas Apfelstift.
Oh my god, Stift Ananas Apfelstift. Stift. Why is this so hard for me? Stift.
It's more consonants than your little mouth can handle.
Stift. Stift Ananas Apfelstift.
Stift. Stift.
That's like how my last name is spelled. This is so hard. I give up. So you know what? It's never gonna happen for me. Like, it's just not.
So I think tomorrow I will make it my goal to try to find a German version of Stift Ananas Apfelstift for you.
There has to be one.
There has to be.
Stift Ananas
It's so catchy. Yeah.
I have a Stift. I have an
Apfel.
Apfelstift. How old is this song? I feel like this song came out 2 years ago. Becca and I are just finding out about it.
It's par for the course for us.
That's amazing.
That's all I have.
You guys, your kids are going to be very smart and awesome.
They're fun.
You're good at, your love for finding answers is very important, I think.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I like
Actually,
it.
as a segue, talking about things that we love about Becca, like her search for answers. So if you listened to previous podcasts...
I'm already extremely uncomfortable.
Yeah, she's going to hate this. Like I said, it's going to be the worst. I don't care. She did this amazing podcast for me for my birthday because as much as she hates when people do things for her, she loves doing things for other people. So I was like, okay, I got to do something fun for her.
I'm sweating.
So am I, but it's not because I'm nervous. It's because it warmed up to like 50 degrees today. It's a regular heat wave in Iowa. So I prepared 2 small things.
Oh boy.
And I've already told her this might be very boring. But I put a lot of work into it, so you're all going to sit and listen to it now. So Becca recorded my boyfriend basically choosing the perfect K-drama date for us. And in that vein, considering I don't have any audio equipment or expertise, I went a little analog on this. And I wrote a K-drama choose your own adventure.
No, you didn't.
Yes. So I thought this would be a great idea. It was very difficult.
I'm sure it is.
So there's probably some holes in it. We'll find out. Also, there's going to be a lot of pauses where I'm like, hang on, I got to find the right page. But I put a lot of heart into this because I love you very much.
Megan is holding up a stack of probably 20 papers.
It's a lot. But basically, I'm going to ask you a series of questions.
Okay.
Your decisions will determine what kind of K-drama you are in.
I am no longer nervous.
Are you ready?
I am extremely excited.
Okay. Do you want to do it?
Let's do this.
There's no going back.
Let's do this.
Okay, Becca. My throat's already dry because I'm doing a lot of reading. You should also know the first questions speed along at a great pace, and then suddenly I got very writery, and it's like, okay, Megan, we get it. Enough exposition. So I'm just going to tell you now, you're going to be like, okay, Megan, we get it. Enough exposition. Sorry. I don't know what to do with myself. This is how I am.
In the meantime, I'll just sing Stift Ananas
Apfelstift.
Apfelstift.
All right.
Let's do this.
Here we go. Congratulations, you're the female lead of a K-drama. The choices ahead of you are important because they will decide what kind of drama you're in. But bad news.
Oh no!
You just woke up and you're running late for your first day at a new job. You throw on some clothes, grab a quick bite to eat, and head out the door. Do you grab your bike and start pedaling for your life? Or forget the bike, the bus will be faster.
Oh, decisions. You know what? I'm gonna go with the bike.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Let's get sweaty.
You chose the bike. You're soon cruising through the neighborhood, dodging pedestrians and food carts when all of a sudden, bam! You fall to the ground out of surprise as a very expensive car screeches to a halt just inches from your legs.
Thank God it's expensive.
Oh, it's real expensive. I don't know cars, but it's shiny. And you're like, this is a nice car. You grab your throbbing knee and look up angrily as the driver jumps from the car. Are you okay? The devilishly handsome, obviously rich man asks you. You respond, no, I'm not okay. You better take responsibility. Or, dumbfounded by his good looks, you manage to mutter out an, I'm fine. After all, he didn't actually hit you.
Oh, man. Which one do you want me to choose? Because I can see myself doing both.
You choose what feels right in your heart.
See, here's what I'll say. I would probably say, no, I'm not fine. And then I would look up and be befuddled by his good looks and be like, I'm okay.
Yeah.
So I guess I'd say that I'm okay. And then I would hate myself for saying it.
You say you're okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Hang on, I gotta find the next page.
Stifte Nana's Appelstift.
Okay, I found it.
So much thought into this.
Okay. The man drops his business card next to you with a half-hearted apology. He speeds away. Are you okay? You turn to see who's speaking to you. Another incredibly handsome man bends down, offering you a hand. He helps you up and assesses your injuries. I'm really okay, you say, but the man regards you skeptically. I don't think so, he says, turning your arm over to expose a large scrape. You wince in pain. My store is right there, he says, pointing down the block. Come with me and I'll bandage that up. You smile appreciatively and follow the man to his store, or, no thanks, I'm late for my first day, you tell him, climbing to your feet and trying to ignore the stinging sensation coming from your injuries.
I don't want to make this complicated for you, but I would say I'm okay, and I'd say I'm late.
You're going back to work?
I'm going to go back to work.
We're going back to page 2, baby.
Yeah.
All right.
Go back there.
Here we go. You get to work within minutes of your starting time and quickly report to the office of your new boss. A kind secretary greets you and tells you to have a seat. The man in charge is running late. Figures, you think, as you plop down in a lush leather armchair. While you wait, you look around the CEO's office. It's decorated extravagantly. Fancy artwork, lots of expensive-looking books. As you wonder what kind of man the CEO is, you hear the door open and turn to look. Standing in the doorway is the man who nearly hit you with his car. You instinctively jump to your feet and walk toward him, ready to give him a piece of your mind. Or you jump to your feet, bowing politely, doing your best to pretend you've never seen him before in your life.
Oh, this is so complicated. All right. I hate myself for saying this. I would probably jump up and bow and pretend I'd never seen him before.
That's what Jeff picked too when I made him practice this with me. So,
Stubby, good choice.
He's the best. You greet him politely, wincing at the pain that shoots through your leg as you rise. When you finally look up at the man, he's smiling bitterly. He clearly recognizes you. Did you follow me here, he asks. You shake your head. Just bad luck, I guess, you tell him. He crosses the room and takes a seat behind his desk. Do you need a bandage for that, he asks, pointing to the wound on your arm. Ah, you say, remembering how you'd refused the first offer for help. If it's not too much trouble. The CEO buzzes his secretary and asks her to bring a bandage and some ointment. When it arrives, he walks toward you and grabs your wrist. You pull your hand away, surprised. He grins defiantly, then takes your wrist again, this time gently. You can't very well do this yourself, he says, reaching to spread ointment on your cut. Can you tell I read a lot of fan fiction?
I just want to say a few things real quick. Clearly, this is a man. He's making another woman get bandages and
he can't go find the first aid kit somewhere.
And second, I can tell that you read a lot of fanfics.
I read a lot. This is not going to turn...
It's making my heart smile.
It's not going to turn sexual, I promise.
Darn it.
I know. I wish, but I can't write that.
Did you write a after midnight version that I get to read later?
That's just for you, Becca. So, you can't very well do that yourself, he says, reaching to spread ointment on your cut. You pull your hand away again and say, wanna bet? Or allow him to dress your wound.
See, I'm pretty ornery, so I would say, wanna bet?
You wanna say wanna bet?
I think so.
Okay. Grabbing the ointment, you dress your wound skillfully and slap the bandage on. He watches you, amused, but says nothing. Once you're done, he returns to his desk and sighs. I suppose you want to get started then. He slides a stack of papers across the table toward you. This is the new employee manual. Learn it, sign the bottom, that you understand the rules, then report to the third floor. You stare back at him, waiting for him to continue speaking. He stares back blankly. You can leave, he says dismissively. Taken aback, you jump up and hurry out the door. Jerk, you whisper under your breath, which I believe is chess-ups. You go through the manual quickly, turn in your paperwork. When you reach the 3rd floor, you're greeted by a younger man, kind eyes, who smiles warmly. I'm the office manager, he says, extending his hand. You shake it. Let me show you to your desk.
I do have a quick question.
Yes.
Have I bled all over his equipment at this point?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes, you've
I
bled
wanted
out.
to
You
make
basically
sure.
bled out. You should be dead with the amount of blood that has happened, but
Because I had to bandage it myself.
yeah, because you dressed your own wound with the skill of like a French Revolution.
A blind 6-year-old.
The office is comprised of 4 other employees. This is where I really paint the picture for you. Unnecessarily paint the picture for
I'm
you.
loving the picture. I feel like I have seen this K-drama.
I mean, it's every K-drama rolled into one, so you absolutely have. The office is comprised of 4 other employees, including you and the office manager, a middle-aged woman with glasses, a sharply dressed man in his 30s, and a young woman with thick bangs. Remember the bangs. Those are important because I don't give her names. We just call her Bangs. The office manager seats you next to Bangs. You need to set up your email first. Also, a very realistic detail. I don't know why I felt that it was necessary. So I
You remember to tell me to set up my own email.
you know, the office managers.
But you can't be bothered to name Bangs. I'm totally kidding.
Bangs is such
This
a good
is amazing.
name.
And Bangs is the best name ever.
You need to set up your email first, the office manager says. He shows you how to do it. And leaves you to your work with a smile. As you get started, the young woman next to you leans toward you. Bangs. Isn't our office manager handsome, she whispers. You look up, taking in his appearance again. He is, you agree, offering the woman a friendly smile. Her face falls and a look of disdain replaces the once friendly demeanor. Well, back off, she spits. He's mine.
Bangs is a real bee.
Bangs is the, second female lead from hell. So she's mad at you. Your eyes widen and you turn back to your computer, wondering what sort of strange company you've wandered into. Because isn't that the thing they're always wondering?
They're
like,
always quizzical.
how does this company stay in business with all these bonkers people working here? Okay. The next few hours fly by uneventfully after you set up your email. And before you know it, it's time to leave. As you pull on your coat, the office manager walks up to you. Are you free tonight, he asks. Panicked, you look over at Bangs. A look of fury fills her eyes. You start to make up an excuse, but he cuts you off. We should have a company dinner if you're not, he says, loud enough for the entire staff to hear. We need to welcome our new employee. You eagerly agree. You're starving from a long day of work, and the office manager is so cute. You're willing to bet that if it came down to it, you could totally take Bangs. Or apologize and tell him you need to take a rain check. You lie and say you already have plans.
Is there a third option of I have 3 kids and a husband at home?
No, this is imaginary.
Yes. I'm gonna be social today for a change, and we're gonna go out.
We are gonna eat.
I can take Bangs.
Let me find that page.
In the
Page 6.
meantime, if we ever start a band, we've talked we should name it Tumblebus.
Tumblebus?
I think we should name it Bangs.
Bangs.
Or let's be a duo. Tumblebus and Bangs.
That sounds like a 70s detective buddy cop show. Tumblebus and Bangs. Keeping the mean streets clean.
We are delightful.
Look at us. We have the same haircut now.
I'm dying.
Okay. All right. I'm going to finish this. I think
You are so good at this.
Oh, no. Okay, we've reached the conclusion. You are about to find out what kind of drama you're in.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait.
Okay, next thing you know, you're in a dark karaoke hall, putting back shots of soju and listening to your coworkers sing off key, but with great enthusiasm. You're starting to think, despite the rough start, you might actually like working for this company. The office manager sticks close to your side, offering you food and making small talk. He's a few years younger than you, but very smart and very kind.
Of course. Naturally.
He's like the best person ever. With each drink you take, you find him more and more attractive. You ignore Bangs, who sits across from you shooting daggers at you with your eyes. Suddenly, it's your turn to sing. You hobble up to the front of the karaoke hall and select a song. As it starts to play, the door opens, and in walks a shadowy figure. You're halfway through the first verse before you realize it's the CEO.
Son of a bang!
Did you see that coming? Your coworkers begin to greet him respectfully, and you hurry through the song feeling mortified. As soon as it ends, you dart out, searching for the ladies' room. You splash cool water on your face, trying to sober up and trying to cool yourself down. Just the thought of your earlier interaction with the CEO makes the heat of anger rise in your cheeks. But deep down, you know, it's not just the heat of anger.
Oh yeah, there's other heat happening here.
You find yourself thinking about his perfect jawline and dark, mysterious eyes. You shake those thoughts from your head and dry your face. Look at yourself in the mirror with fresh resolve, put a fist in the air and give yourself a firm fighting. As you push through the door and back into the hallway, you find yourself face to face with the office manager. There you are, he smiles warmly. I think everyone's heading home soon. Do you need a ride? Before you can answer, you hear a dark voice from behind you. She doesn't need a ride. You turn to see the CEO a few feet away, looking at you darkly. I'll be taking her home. Congratulations! You're in a tsundere romance office comedy.
Yes!
Good luck dealing with the male lead's evil rich mother, because believe you me, she does not like you.
Neither does Bangs.
And Bangs hates you too.
Megan!
So, I made you this. We can sometime, so I'll just tell you the other things you could have got. You got the best one.
You are
the
like,
other one.
I am speechless. This is so much work.
It was fun, and it's goofy, and it made me laugh. So it's for you. It's horribly disorganized.
Oh my gosh!
But the other options that you didn't get were a Joseon time travel romance. One was a like birth secret family drama, and then one was like a ghost murder mystery one.
Ooh.
Yeah. So. Enjoy. Happy birthday.
You know I'm tsundere myself.
You
This
are.
was meant to be.
Except for like the opposite. I feel like you act warm.
I act warm. I'm actually
really
quite cold
and
inside.
horrible on the inside. Yeah. Okay, but then I have one more thing, and we can do this now or later. You want the birthday surprises to keep coming, or you want to wait?
I think we should. Megan, we don't have a sponsor for this show,
Which is shocking to me.
Subway, Quiznos,
We've given you guys all
your
openings.
peppermint patties,
Hello.
Tumble Bus.
Tumble Bus.
Clearly, Tumble Bus
Bangs.
and K-dramas are the same demographic. I don't know why you haven't reached out to us yet.
Oh my god.
This is not me making fun of Tumble Bus. I think it's a great program. Go invest some money in Tumble Bus. However, Megan and I thought it might be fun, since we don't have real sponsors, to do some fake sponsor ads.
We've made fake commercials
So
for you.
let's take our first commercial break. Do you want to go first?
I would like for you to, because I feel like people are sick of my voice after that whole thing.
I could never get sick of your voice.
It's pretty annoying.
All right, mine is not that funny, but I did my best.
I think they're going to be the same. I think we did the same thing.
All right, let me get my best, remember, I think people should know too, we've talked about this. I used to be a television reporter.
Yes.
Let me get my best television reporter voice out.
I don't have that voice.
You have an amazing voice. What are you talking about? This is Megan being hard on herself again.
As much as Becca hates compliments, I love them. They just make me a stronger monster. So I'm like, no, I don't. My voice is bad.
You're a regular old Jimin over there.
I'm
Look
just
at you.
Jimin.
All right, here we go. I can't do that. Okay. Are your clothes too hot and bothersome?
We did the same thing.
Are your clothes too hot and bothersome? Is your sexy shoulder too beautiful for all thread counts? Give your beloved shoulder the time and exposure it deserves with Jimin's, I can't even say it, with Jimin's old-fashioned shoulder repellent. Jimin's old-fashioned shoulder repellent is guaranteed to repel any fabric. Cotton, dry fit, satin, silk, leather, you name it. Just spray on Jimin's old-fashioned shoulder repellent on your shoulder for maximum shoulder exposure. If you're not completely satisfied, your money is never guaranteed. So go out today and buy yourself some Jimin's old-fashioned shoulder repellent. Your shoulder will thank you.
We basically did the exact same thing. It is like hilarious how similar they are.
We are the same person.
So
if anybody out there wants to patent some Jimin's old-fashioned shoulder repellent.
Do you see it as like a hairspray sort of thing? Like it's in like an aerosol can?
Yeah, I couldn't decide between like a sunscreen lotion
and
like a spray-on deodorant.
Maybe it's available in both kinds. They're all SPF 100 so that your poor exposed shoulder doesn't burn. It's like what is like a K-pop idol tan because it's just the shoulder has a tan.
I feel like it needs to have some sort of like mosquito, like bug spray in there too.
Has a lot because your shoulder's always exposed to the elements.
Yes. You just want to make sure that shoulder is protected.
That's how we should have gone. So that's the angle I should have taken with my ad to differ it from yours. But I also was like, man, clothes are hot.
Our next break, Megan will be sharing her version of this ad.
Get ready for something similar to what you've already heard. What are we even talking about today?
I don't know. It's a birthday. Let's get it all out there episode.
Do you want the next part of the birthday or you want it at the end?
Let's do it.
Push through?
Yeah.
So then I was like, okay, I gotta do something else fun for Becca because that's not about Becca. So I made...
That was amazing.
But it was not about you. So I made Jeff and Greg and I all answer all the same questions that we've done about idols. So like if BTS were breakfast food or what was it? No.
Oh my gosh,
so
no you didn't.
We answered if you were all those things that we've asked about idols on this show podcast.
You guys are amazing.
So
I don't know if we need to say again. So Greg is my husband. Jeff is my brother-in-law, my husband's brother. And Jeff is dating Megan.
Yes.
6 degrees of separation. It's really like a degree of separation.
And I am Megan.
And this is Megan.
Also, Becca's known Greg and Jeff for like 1,000 years.
Forever.
And I've known them all for like 5 years.
I have to share a really funny quick story again because Megan's amazing.
Oh no.
I heard about Megan, everybody at the TV station was like, she's so cool. We hope Jeff dates her. And in my head, I'm thinking, I used to work there. She can't be that cool. And sure enough, I meet her and she's amazing. But the funny part of the story is I met you. I was 9 months pregnant with my daughter.
You were very pregnant.
My son was 1. You came over to our house.
Yeah, poor.
And I was visiting my parents. Greg texts me, hey, Jeff's Megan is over here. You should come home like right now. So I leave my parents' house. It's like a 20-minute drive. I pull in and you're standing there and you're like, I scared your son.
He was horrified. We think he thought it was going to be you.
Me?
And then it was me. And just like everyone else in my life, they're like, it's not Becca? Who the heck is this dum-dum? So he just started screaming. And then... Since then, everyone's just screams every time I walk into a room.
That's such a lie. Also, my son and daughters are obsessed with Megan.
It's funny to think back on that day, because I can remember that pretty vividly, meeting you guys for the first time. And would we have ever thought we'd be here now today?
No.
Because technically, when I met you, I had not even started the K-drama thing really yet.
No, it took you almost a full year to get me to watch a K-drama after that. Mm-hmm.
And then the rest is history.
I mean...
We're herstory. It's herstory. Because it's about us and we're ladies. We're taking it back. It was a definitive moment for me, I feel like, and we didn't even know it at the time. One of those moments you don't realize how monumental it will be in your life.
I know.
It's beautiful.
I love everything about it.
I know. Thank goodness for Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff.
For bringing us together.
Thank you, Jeff. And Lee Min-ho.
And Lee Min-ho. Oh, good point. He did play a pretty big part.
We really bonded over texting over how attractive Lee Min-ho was.
I do want to say, though, we had a lot in common before the K-dramas and K-pop, because we still were, like, pretty close before this happened, but this just made it, like, where we're now bosom buddies. This is the first thing I can think of.
We're cycle sisters.
Yes, like we're like as synced as two people can be. And here we are.
Here we are now. I can't wait. I'm super nervous.
You shouldn't be, because basically, let me just put it this way. I got Jeff's answers, and I was like, now I'm jealous. Do me. Because Becca, despite what she'll say, is beloved. Everyone thinks she's the best person.
I'm so uncomfortable now. Let's not do this.
I love it. It's so much fun. She's like turning bright red.
I am not.
Okay, so we start with animal, because did we do that?
I don't remember.
I must have gotten it from somewhere. Or did I just think, like, you know what would be funny if we decided what animal Becca
would be?
So Jeff said you would be a tiger, because if you touch her cub, she will kill you.
Oh, that's a good answer.
I said nothing, apparently.
A unicorn.
A white
horse.
You're my white horse. You are my stallion, and you know why. Your husband said a dolphin, because who doesn't have an amazing time hanging out with a dolphin?
What?
It's a solid point. Everybody loves a dolphin.
I'm going to point out, he doesn't have an amazing time hanging out with dolphins, because...
Does he secretly hate dolphins?
We went to Jamaica on our honeymoon, and one of the excursions we could take would be to swim with dolphins, and he was like, no.
What? Why wouldn't you want to...
Does he secretly hate me?
Oh, this birthday present just got so weird. I just like ruined Becca's marriage. Oh my god.
I can't wait to tease him about that later.
I think it's just like the friendly loveliness of a dolphin.
Right? They're silky and
you know what
smooth
I'm legitimately picturing a Lisa Frank folder. Like the dolphin from the Lisa Frank folder. That's
God
you.
bless you, Lisa Frank. You made my childhood magical.
You did. Man, we were lucky. We were super lucky to grow up in the 90s. Everything was made just for us. Everything had glitter on it. So alcoholic beverage, we did this for Big Bang.
We did.
Now we have to do animal for somebody. I don't know why I picked that. I guess I just thought it'd be funny.
We can do animals today.
Oh wait,
if you
who
want.
should I say you're? Okay, I'm gonna think about what animal you are. Did I pick one?
I said a white horse.
Oh yeah, no, I stick with that. That's good. Alcoholic beverage. Jeff said summer shandy because you're blonde and because you like them.
Oh, good answer.
Similarly, Greg said grapefruit shandy. It's got a fun flavor but keeps true to its roots. It's still a beer. Which makes like a weird amount of sense to me that I can't explain.
Yes.
And I said an artisan margarita. So you're like a margarita, which is like the best drink ever. But there's something special about you. You're not just like a crappy margarita.
Stroke your hair right now. You're
Okay.
so sweet.
Please do. Anytime. So breakfast food like BTS. No. Got seven. Jeff said German pancake. What's that?
I don't know
Does
what that is.
apples? Has apples on it.
I don't know what a German pancake is.
You're a German pancake.
You know what? I always wanted to go to Germany.
So
and I love pancakes.
Eating pancakes in Germany.
So heck yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I'll be a German pancake.
Greg said Casey's breakfast pizza and a large fountain Coke. Because you're an Iowa girl. If you're not from the Midwest or the U.S., you should Google Casey's General Store because it'll give you a really good laugh. It's basically a gas station.
It's a gas station.
That has great pizza.
And somehow they magically make amazing breakfast pizza.
And like all the pizza is
excellent. Amazing.
Everyone talked up this pizza. I had not had it until I moved back here from Boston. And I was like, you're telling me I should get pizza from a gas station? This is me telling all of you right now, go get some pizza from this gas station. It's awesome.
So good.
It's awesome.
It's so good. You know what's funny about that is our son's name is Casey. And
after Casey's General Store.
He was convinced for the longest time that we owned that gas station. And then he was convinced when he was old enough to figure out my parents aren't that wealthy that we named him after that gas station.
That's beautiful. You did,
And
right?
It's like, sure. Yeah, whatever you want to
absolutely.
think, buddy. We named you after that gas station.
He spelled it the same. It's perfect. I said you'd be a fresh fruit smoothie.
Oh, Megan, thank you.
Because you're very healthy and you're good for me. But you also taste so good. I don't mind drinking you.
I'm good for you.
You're good for me. People are
I
like,
tell you,
you should have more Becca.
I tell
it's
you,
good for you. And I'm
you
like,
should go
yes.
for that 20-year-old.
Yes, exactly. You tell me what I want to hear and fill me up with berry goodness. So, birthday party decoration.
Oh my gosh, this one I'm nervous about.
Don't be, because this is hilarious. Jeff wrote, this one is dumb, because if she could, we all know she would be everything. She's just a walking birthday decoration.
What a sweetheart.
Greg said, let's see, balloon streamers, cake decorations, personalized decorative posters, and everything else. Becca is every birthday decoration rolled into one. And I said a Mylar balloon bouquet. Balloon bouquet. Because it's just like amazing and big and beautiful and like the best surprise. And you've got like Moana in there. And then there's like all the letters and numbers and a disco ball. And everybody's like, that's a great balloon bouquet. And I'm like,
and no matter what, you want to get rid of them, they will not
They're
deflate.
never going away.
They're staying in your room forever.
And you just want people to ask you about them and if they're yours. And it's like, yes, Becca is mine. Thanks for asking. So then, item of clothing. Did we do this one or did I just?
I don't know if we did. We
got to do this
today.
one too. Item of clothing. Jeff says, I hope she doesn't take this the wrong way.
Oh no!
But a super comfortable sweatshirt. Why? Because I know I can always rely on my sweatshirt to make me happy. It's like the most romantic thing he's ever said. And now you know why I got jealous. And I was like, you know what he said I would be? Socks with cute animals on them.
I can see that,
but that's just because I wear socks like that. Your husband said...
I'm afraid to
know. I forgot. He said, bra. Always supportive. But not out there to be seen and get all the attention. That is such a good answer. That is so exactly who you are. Like, you depend on that bra.
You guys think way too highly of me.
I said you're a soft, warm scarf, the clothing equivalent of a hug.
Oh, Megan.
You are. Then we did... Then I was like, pick a K-drama trope that you think Becca is.
Oh, I'm really excited about this one.
So Jeff said, action mom, ? Mom that kicks ass. I don't know if that's one or not, but I'm going with it. And it is kind of one.
Isn't there a show called Tiger Mom?
There's also a show called there's like a mom who like beats up her kids' bullies.
What?
I'm pretty sure.
I need to watch that.
And actually, Jisoo's in it, and he's really young. It's a high school one, maybe.
The end of Strong Woman Do Bong Soon.
You're the yes.
She's a mom of triplets, and she's out there kicking butt.
I think you're the super strong female character who's like not just like a strong person, but physically strong, will destroy you.
Jeff, I approve of your answer.
Greg said subway date. And then wrote, it's not overwhelming, and you don't have to know Subway long in order to feel comfortable. It's easy to find what you like at Subway. And most importantly, Becca not only believes in Subway dates, she's participated in them.
Subway, how are you not sponsoring our podcast?
We are talking you guys up. Come on, even just send us like a bunch of sandwiches. I don't care. Whatever.
Our next podcast will just be 120 minutes of us eating Subway sandwiches.
Review every Subway sandwich. On a level of Gong Yu to Hyun Bin, this sandwich is. So my K-drama trope for you was the freeze frame.
Yes!
Because it's like exciting and beautiful, because it's always like a great photo and then they like gussy it up with some effects.
And you always want more.
And you do. You want more. You can't wait to see what's next. It's just like, and you feel like you've accomplished something because you've ended an episode. So you're like, I did something today. I feel accomplished. So
only you would think of me that way.
I do.
I'm very appreciative.
Now, this one I asked which K-pop song would Becca be? And I was like, if you guys don't feel comfortable answering this one, that's fine. Cause,
I think they would feel comfortable.
They're
both pretty comfortable with K-pop music.
They answered.
Yeah.
Jeff said GOT7's Just Right. Which is like the ultimate K-pop song. Again, this is why I was like, I'm jealous. You have to answer for me. Then Greg said DNA by BTS. I listened to the song and I have no idea what it's about. But what I do know is that Becca is so completely comfortable with who she is and what she's about. She knows where she's from and knows where she wants to be in the future. It's not hard to see the DNA that makes up Becca.
Well, that's a
I feel like
beautiful answer.
RM would be super proud of that. You just spoke to RM's heart.
RM is wondering if you will write and direct their next teaser trailer.
You are in. You got to put a lot more confusing death scenes in,
Greg.
though. Also, there's time travel, apparently.
Greg, you just gymmed in.
And he'll never
Now
gym
you
out.
can't gym out.
You're stuck here. And I said, also BTS, 21st Century Girl. Have you listened to this song?
Yes.
Because you are a strong, confident, powerful woman who defines your own future. And also, because BTS is cute. So basically, that was all the questions. However, I did ask, again, if they would decide which of Lee Min-ho's ugly sweaters from Airs you were.
No, you didn't.
And I think Jeff missed that because he didn't answer. But Greg did it. He wrote, okay, we'll have to find this. Somebody like put a picture together of all these sweaters.
Of all the Lee Min-ho ugly sweaters and Airs, which my husband, when I watched Airs,
Oh, yeah.
I started watching it. It's on Hulu, so it's on our big screen TV. I would fall asleep watching it. I would wake up, and he would be sitting on the couch. He'd come home from work, and he would be watching it. He has no context at all. He would just start watching it and reading the subtitles. And he goes, you never told me there was a Korean version of the OC.
Oh, that's right. Have we ever talked about how much Greg loves the OC?
He loves the OC, and he's convinced the Airs is like the Korean version.
He's not wrong. He's
No.
actually not wrong at all.
No.
We need to do a whole show on the Airs because that show is the best.
And the ugly sweaters are worth watching.
yeah, I won't go. He actually wrote all the reasons you're not the other ones.
Ooh.
But he ended up picking the purple one with gold accents. Because your friends will like it. It's creative. It'll catch your attention without being over the top.
Look at my husband.
He's a gem.
This is amazing. Megan, you are the best
It's
ever.
not even anything compared to what you guys did for me, but I hope that it made you smile, and 35 is going to be a good year.
My face is hurting.
From smiling?
All I
Or
want.
from sinuses?
Both. All I want is for good health this year. That's such a Korean thing to say.
Yes, and I wish that for you.
Thank you.
Let's blow out a fake candle and wish for it.
I wish
You
for
got
it.
It's going to happen. Knock on wood.
How do you say it?
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Sega
You mumble the first part.
That was pure guesswork. We're really sorry. Anyone who speaks Korean, we really do this out of love.
All right, you know what time it is?
No.
It's time for our next sponsored ad.
Oh no! Again, this didn't work out. No matter what, you guys are going to be sick and tired of my stupid voice today. All right. Funny, I just said you're going to be sick and tired of my stupid voice. Because are you sick and tired of your shoulder getting so darn hot? Do you wish you could keep wearing a full outfit but leave one shoulder exposed? You're in luck! Try Jimin's old-fashioned shoulder repellent today. It keeps pesky shirts and coats away from where they don't belong. Just your left shoulder. Try Jimin's old-fashioned shoulder repellent today. All I could think of when we were doing this was that It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Like, is your cat
Make too much noise?
Yeah, is your cat make too much noise?
Try kitten mittens. Oh my gosh. I seriously have tears in my eyes. I can't focus.
We don't even know if we're laughing or crying anymore. That's where we are.
After the week we've had, it's been a giant cry laugh.
Will we ever be whole again?
We've been asking that question since the end of Reply 1988.
And the answer is no. Answer me, Reply 1988. No, wait. Answer me, 1988. We're not drunk either, which is funny.
All right. Megan, I'm so touched. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
I should also mention, so on top of this horrible weekend of being in the hospital, and if you ever have to pick up a 1-year-old attached to 7 different machines,
Oh my god, it was like
it's the worst. You don't know where to touch and where to pick up, and she can't lay
seriously
down.
watching American Ninja Warrior. She was like having to duck under monitors and like
Yes, like,
climb
kick
over
this
stuff
one over. It
and
was-
like like turn the baby without upsetting the baby.
It was a whole thing. But anyway, on top of all that, Megan also took me out to Starbucks.
We did get away for a little bit.
We got away for a few minutes out of the hospital. We got
After
to talk some
Becca had been in the hospital for like 7 hours.
And I hadn't moved. They put me in this like wooden rocking chair and they handed me my daughter and then they started hooking her up to machines and then I couldn't
not
move.
Explaining anything as hospitals
and
always
then they all just left.
And so anyway, yeah, we got a couple minutes away.
The fun part of that story, because we always have to have a positive spin here, is you took me to Starbucks and we realized we were sitting in the exact same chairs at the exact same table as the day we thought, hey, we should start a podcast.
We should do this. Yeah. And it was like we'd talked about it before, but that was the day where we're like, we're doing this. Yeah. We're going to start it.
Why do we not already have
Becca,
a podcast?
like went home and ordered the microphones. And it's funny because we decided we should do this because we were cracking each other up so much.
We were laughing so loud. People at Starbucks were looking at us uncomfortably.
We will get kicked out of Starbucks someday.
Yes, we will.
For laughter.
So thank you.
You're
the greatest ever.
This has been a really good experience for me.
Best birthday episode ever. Thank you so much, Megan.
You're so welcome. You deserve
look
exhausted.
So much more.
I'm like tired from talking.
Megan talked a lot tonight.
I'm sorry, everyone.
No, you have a better radio voice than I do.
I don't think that's true.
You have blessed our 5 listeners.
Yeah, thanks 5 listeners.
You guys are seriously the greatest.
You make our day.
Actually, we have something unique. We are 1 listen away.
We are.
I'm sorry, not even a listen. We are 1 download away from 1,000 downloads.
We are 999.
Which is really cool.
It is cool. I've never even downloaded it.
So
I just stream it.
Here's my challenge. It's not even a challenge. If we hit 1,000 by our next podcast,
what are we going to do?
I will do it if I have to. I think we should hold a contest and have everybody enter who wants to enter, and we will send you a personalized goodie box.
That's a great idea.
Full of fun things and inside jokes from our podcast.
That's such a fun idea.
We have some pretty cool swag here.
York peppermint patties.
I was going to say, you're going to be getting some York peppermint patties.
Subway gift card.
You may get a Subway gift card. You're for sure going to get a beautiful handwritten note from me and Megan.
I was about to ask if Subway is in other countries, and then I'm like, you dum-dum, what have you been talking about this whole time?
So stay tuned to our next podcast, and we will announce this.
Becca's good at this.
I tell you what. Sometimes, but anyway,
well,
in the meantime.
I guess follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Facebook, @NooniaBusiness. You can email us, Becca@NooniaBusiness.com, Megan@NooniaBusiness.com. Chat with us. Let us know what you're doing. Let us know what you're watching. Let us know what you're listening. Let us know what we forgot.
We really do want to do podcasts in the future on specific dramas.
Yeah, we are still looking for ideas about how to do
and
that.
we still want to hear what people want to hear about. We've watched a lot. We've watched 60-some plus.
And I feel like we've watched a lot of the big classics, which is probably where we'll start. So maybe we'll like we'll narrow it down to like 3 and see if people can help us decide where to start.
I love that. So again, best ways: Twitter, email. Facebook's pretty boring.
Yeah,
Mark Zuckerberg's a little bit of trouble.
Zuckerberg.
But we still appreciate that social media outlet. So anyway, you want to get in touch with us, we would love to hear from you. Otherwise, we hope your week is way better than mine.
We're here to say next week's going to be a winner.
We're going to be a winner week next week.
We're going to have only good things to say.
Really.
Hey, it's already better. Becca, just say.
Have a great week, everyone. Thank you.